I'm going to call this meeting to order, 6:09 p.m. Next item is roll call,
Joya Bendaño, present.
J.J. Garza, present.
SB Ochoa, present.
and John is here. Dr. B, I do declare a quorum.
Thank you, Mr. Alanis. Good evening, members of the audience. Before we get started, I'd like to have a moment of silence for a 7th grade student at Desavala that we lost on December 23rd, Cassandra Elizabeth Elizondo. And also, I'd like to have a moment of silence for Noé Salinas Cantu, father-in-law to trustee Oscar Coach Salinas. Thank you. This evening, we have Anaí Vianney Guajardo, and Anaí is a 7-year-old student enrolled in 1st grade at Guillermo Flores Elementary. She's an all-A honor roll student. She participates in UIL and is in the Gifted and Talented program. Anaí is the daughter of Ms. Graciela Gracie Guajardo. Please welcome Anaí Guajardo. Will everyone please stand for the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You did an awesome job. One more round of applause for Anaí and her mom.
Next item is tax collectors report. Item number 1, November 2015 tax collectors report. Need a motion?
I so move to approve.
Second.
Have a motion made and second. Any questions? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Next item, we have approval of minutes. Item number 1, 2, 3, and 4, public meeting, December 9, 2015, work session, December 9, 2015, regular call meeting, December 9, 2015, and special call meeting, December 18, 2015.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion made and second for items 1 through 4. Any questions? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Next, we have superintendent's report.
Under the superintendent's report on page 21, we have a total of 15,058 students enrolled in our elementary schools and 14,539 students enrolled in our secondary schools for a total of 29,597 students. Questions on the enrollment report? Okay, if not, the next item is we have a recognition, and we're going to need 2 trustees. We have the recognition of the La Joya ISD 2015 Holiday Greeting Card Art Contest winner. And Irma has a sample of the card that all the trustees got as a result of the contest that we had. And this evening, we'd like to recognize Alessandra Diaz, a 3rd grade student at Juan Seguin Elementary, for her outstanding individual artistic participation in the 2015 La Joya ISD Holiday Greeting Card Art Contest. And all La Joya employees received a card like this, and it was designed by Alessandra, and so we're very, very proud of her. Congratulations again. I believe her parents are here and her family. Would you please stand and be recognized? Great job, and continue with your artistic ability. Great job. That concludes the superintendent's report.
Next item is discussion items. At this time, we don't have any items for that. Next, we have public comments. We do have a couple of public comments. First one is Abel Prado. Mr. Prado, welcome to La Joya ISD, and just let you know a couple of the rules. You do have 3 minutes, and you can go ahead and start right now.
Hi, hello, my name is Abel Prado. I'm a candidate for Hidalgo County Tax Assessor and Collector. It's not it's not a glamorous decision, a glamorous position, but it is an important one. If you've ever called 911 for help or, needed your street paved, it's the tax assessor that collects these funds and hands them over to the commissioners in each precinct to fund these operations, the sheriff department, and all these other county entities that provide public services. Another aspect to the assessor's position is they sit on the appraisal district board, and the appraisal district assesses the value of our houses, and from that valuation we get they set the tax rates, and that's how much you pay in taxes. I would like to use the office of the tax assessor to help people contest their taxes with the appraisal district and provide people at least a little bit of relief come tax time. I'm sure we're getting all those bills in the mail right now. And it's an important position, and it's a way to help the people contest their taxes through arming them with the right data to go before the review board and get their valuations just a little bit lower. If we can save people at least a couple $100 every year at the end of during tax season, it can go a long way, especially in a county like ours where so many people struggle week to week, month to month, living under the poverty line. As an elected official, I'd like to be an advocate for the people and help everyone that walks through the door contest their taxes and save a little money. The tax assessor's office is also in charge of the Department of Motor Vehicles. I have a very interesting idea to modernize that department, update our website, make it a little bit easier to make appointments, come in and come out, save people a little bit of time during the day. I also have this idea to set up a mobile DMV where we can take a recreational vehicle, outfit it, and modernize it to have the capabilities to go to people's neighborhoods, universities, old folks' homes and daycare centers, people who can't drive but still need their documents in orders and get their IDs checked out and things of that sort. I hope to help the people, and with your support, we'll be successful come March 1st. And thank you for your time, and thank you for having me.
Thank you, Rico. Our second public comment will be Mr. Daniel Diaz. Mr. Diaz, also you have 3 minutes.
3 minutes, thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Daniel Diaz, and I'm also a candidate. I was here before the first meeting of the fall semester. Was able to address you all about who I was, and being from La Joya ISD, and being raised here in Palmview, and going to school here, and then going to college, working in the nonprofit sector, doing a lot of community work, and then coming back, to the western portion of Hidalgo County, and now stepping up and running for Hidalgo County Commissioner Precinct 3. Basically, election time is coming up. It's only 5 weeks away, and we want to make sure that people out there use their right to vote. We want to remind people at the school district, and I'm not here perhaps too particularly just talk about my campaign, but in general, promote civic engagement, get the word out, whatever the school board could do in terms of reminding people, teachers, and all staff in the school district that it's important to go out there and have their voices heard and to use their right to vote, because that's something that we have a right as citizens of this great country. We want to make sure that we practice that. And of course, I'm running because I believe that we could improve our quality of life, especially in the colonias here in Precinct 3 and in the Mao lines, and that's been my platform. We've talked about it with hundreds and thousands of people in Precinct 3 about what my platform is about, and that is very relevant to the school district because I believe that the majority of the students in the school district live in very harsh conditions, especially in those rural areas, and we want to address those issues. We want to have a debate about those issues when it comes to political campaigning. We want to focus on issues, not so much in the political mudslinging, but a lot more on the issues that matter to people. So we know that a lot of students, me and myself being a student here at one time, faced a lot of these issues. Having no streets, or no paved streets in my colonia where I grew up when I was in the rural part of Palmview, and knowing that that's still a reality for a lot of people and a lot of kids out there. Substandard housing, situations where there's a lot of lack of safety. There's all kinds of issues we got to address, and the best way to do this is by talking about it and having the right conversations and getting people engaged in the political process to make a change. So thank you all very much. If you all are not registered to vote, make sure you're registered to vote. I know everybody on the board, of course, is registered to vote. But if you know anybody that's not registered to vote, register them. And, hope for the best March 1st. Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Next, we have consent agenda.
Motion.
Have a motion made. Need a second?
I second it.
I'm sorry. Have a motion made, a second. Any questions? All those in favor signify by saying aye. All those opposed? Motion passes. Next, we have under Business and Finance, item number 5, Comprehensive Annual Financial Report for the fiscal year ended August 31st, 2015.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion made, a second. Any questions? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Next item, under E, Human Resources, item number 1, public hearing and approval of salary adjustments regarding payment in excess of contractual amount. Do I need to open up the public hearing right now? Yes. Okay, I will open up the public hearing right now at 6:21 p.m. Anybody have any comments on this public hearing? If there's no item, we're going to go ahead and close this public hearing at 6:22 p.m. Next item is item number 2. I'm assuming we don't have to take a vote on that public hearing, Jerry?
But you do want the salary adjustments.
On item number 1? Okay. I need a motion.
Motion. Second.
Have a motion made, a second. Any questions? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Okay, item number 2,
Motion.
public hearing, public hearing and approval of safety adjustments regarding payment in excess of contractual amount for Javier Gonzalez and Javier Trevino. I will now open up this public hearing at 6:22 p.m. Are there any questions, comments? If none, then I'm going to go ahead and close this public hearing at 6:22 p.m. And I need a motion.
Motion. Second.
Have a motion made and a second. Any questions? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Next, we have executive session. We'll now go into executive session at 6:22 p.m. under Texas Government Code 551, 071, 072, and 074 at 6:22 p.m. We're back from executive session at 8:15 p.m. Okay, need a motion on items out of executive session?
I make a motion.
On items,
1, 2, 3, and 4.
there's 9 items.
Oh.
All 9 items?
No, well, 5 and 6 you don't have to, but 7,
7,
8.
8, and 9.
Okay, I have a motion, on items 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, and 9. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a motion made a second. Any questions? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
Nay in number 4 and number 9.
We have a nay on items number 4, number 9. Mr. Vandano?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other questions? Motion passes.
Mr. President, members of the board, with respect to items number 5 and 6, I recommend a motion to proceed as necessary with respect to those items.
I make a motion.
What?
I make a motion for items 5 and 6, as
Second.
per attorney's recommendation.
Have a motion made and a second. Any questions? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Before we do adjourn this meeting, I do want to announce that our superintendent was given a 2-year extension on her contract. Congratulations, Dr. B.
Thank you.
And this meeting will now be adjourned at 8:17 PM.